Hey, what's going on, brothers? Can you brothers hear me loud and clear? How are you brothers doing? Please press a 1 in the chat if you brothers can hear me loud and clear. How are you brothers doing? It's your dude, International Passport, back at it again for yet another incredible classic. We're gonna break it down in the stream. It's gonna blow your minds. Can you brothers hear me? Can you brothers hear me loud and clear? Press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. What's going on, you brothers? Let me know, brothers. Mike Lawrence, I see you. Conrad Grant, I see you. Miss International, I see you. House of Lamar, I see you, brother. Thank you. So welcome, brothers, again to another incredible live stream. I want to say a huge shout out to all my supporters over the past 6 years. It's greatly appreciated, brothers. And welcome aboard the new people. Welcome aboard the International Passport Movement. We receive it with open arms. What's up, Thomas Demihin? Been a minute, bro. How you doing, Thomas? Thomas is working very hard. I wish you all the best, Thomas. Love seeing you back, Thomas. All right, so brothers, we have a very incredible stream here today. I have a very special guest here called Winnie. And before I go any further to speak about Hungarian women, Mr. Winnie, can you please introduce yourself to the brothers very briefly, bro?
Yes, good day, brothers, from Vienna. I am Winnie. I was at the Austrian podcast giving some 100% facts on Austria. I based in Vienna, capital of Austria. I was raised here. I've lived all my life in Austria and Vienna. I'm an educated white collar professional. And I support the movement. I've traveled a lot in Europe due to my profession as well. And yeah, I'm here to support the movement. Please hit the Cash App, support the brother. It's very great to have someone that brought us together. Subscribe for the Patreon. Just let's support, let's show love, and please like the video. I don't want him to start singing while I'm giving some facts on Hungarian women. So please, let's all support. Likes are free, comments are free. So if you can do something at least for a brother, just like, show some love, comment, and let's all wish each other and support each other with success.
Thank you very much for that, Winnie. Like the brother said, please support the channel. There will be an X-rated version of this stream. There's some parts here we can't see on YouTube about Hungarian women. Yes, that's how good they are, but we can't see it on YouTube. So if you want to know the X-rated version of this stream as to how Hungarian women actually treat brothers in bed and explicitly, join the Patreon, brothers. Press a 1 in the chat if you will be joining the Patreon later on. Press a 1 in the chat if you join the Patreon. So on that note, welcome, Winnie. My first question to you, brother, is: are they checking for brothers, Hungarian women in Hungary?
Oh my! Like that is I don't know how to say it without sounding like I'm coming from like if Disneyland or Fantasyland. Like they are checking. Like seriously, they love us, bro. They love us. If you're a black man and you want to have nice Beckys, like nice girls, go to Hungary. Go. If you're a black man and you have never been to Hungary, believe me, you haven't enjoyed life yet as a man, as a black man. It's an understatement to say they're checking. They're out for us. They're hunting us. They almost raped me there. They almost raped me.
Keep it PG, bro. Keep it PG, bro. No, keep it PG, bro.
Yes, guys, you can go to the Patreon to listen to the X-rated version. They took advantage of me. I could say it was crazy, man. It was so great. Like the first time I went to Hungary, it was crazy. Like they are checking for you from the train station. It starts at the train station.
Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. Damn. Let me ask this, brother. What cities specifically are they checking for brothers in Hungary?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna start from the beginning. The first time I went to Hungary was 2018. Was uh, I was a manager in a firm. I was recruiting medical staff for German companies, for hospitals, and for German, Swiss, and Austrian, for German-speaking hospitals, insurances, companies. So sorry, actually, that was the second time. The first time I went to visit a Nigerian brother who is studying in Budapest. So that was my very first time I went there, and it was in Budapest. I made my first experiences, and Budapest is the capital. You have to understand, Hungarians are not Slavic women; they are Magyar. Magyar is an ethnicity of its own. They're related to the Finnish people. They are not Slavic people. That's why they have a different kind of language and pronunciation, and as well alphabet and writing. So they have a very unique beauty about them. And yeah, when I went to Budapest, I went to visit my friend. You know, like before, I was like, why should I go to Hungary or Budapest to get women? Because I used to notice that a lot of Austrian men, white dudes, go to Hungary to meet women, and I was like, come on, you know. So, but the first time I went there, I was amazed. Like the Budapest, the capital, it starts from the station, as I said, and yeah, Budapest is the capital, and there are other cities like Szeged and Debrecen, but we will get there.
Damn. Okay. Thank you, brother. Damn. I need to try and digest what I'm hearing here. Okay, brother. You're telling me they are checking for brothers that heavy that you personally felt hunted there. Is it that crazy over there in Hungary? What is it that attracts them to brothers so much? What is it, bro?
It's crazy. I was haunted, man. I was literally haunted. I told you, someone in Austria, it's not like that, you know. But in just Budapest is just 2 hours away from Vienna with the train, and it's a totally different world, different mentality, different people. And I told you that when we were talking privately, Vienna was rated the most unfriendly city by expats worldwide. But Hungary, for example, Budapest, is known to be a very friendly city. Like that's what they call Erasmus, as we spoke about last time, where international students have some like 6 months, 1 semester away. So many people prefer to go to Budapest because they hear a lot of good things, and it's a different place, different people, friendly, open, and the women love us. There are less black people there because they do not have the income standard like Vienna, for example. For example, a woman in Vienna can earn about 1,500 euro. In Budapest, she would more likely earn 700 euro tops. You know, so but the women are, from my experience, very elegant, more elegant than the women in Austria, and they love us. Like it starts in the train, actually. Like in the train on the way to Budapest, I saw the way they were looking at me, you know. At the train station when I arrived in Budapest, I just saw it was a different vibe. Like women, pretty women, just looking at me, you know, like, looking me up and down, you know. It's a total different world. Like it's crazy, and you can see in their eyes curiosity and affection, infatuation, you know. So it's crazy. Like seriously, the vibe once you get down from this train station, it's gonna be like lit. Like it's a different world, and they just love. They were haunting me, bro. They were haunting me. They were haunting me seriously. Like it's crazy, bro. Any black man, brothers, you have to get a passport and go to Hungary. You have not experienced life if you have not been to Hungary.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Shout out to Winnie for just dropping the game like that heavily. Hungary, that's crazy. Hold on, brother. Shout out to Mr. Thomas Demihan for the £1.79 super chat. What's up, Thomas? The first support tonight, brothers. Please hit the cash app, hit the super chats, support the channel. Appreciate you, Thomas. Brothers are wifing Asian women and European women. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Facts. Shout out to Thomas again for the £1.79 super chat. Brothers are wifing Asian women and European women. Yes, indeed, Thomas. Yes, indeed, brother. He knows what's up. Appreciate you, Thomas. Thank you. Shout out to John Thomas for, he says IP Patreon is great. You can get weekly consultations with IP to discuss ways to build wealth, career advice, and travel suggestions. Yes, I know John Thomas. So I spoke to John earlier on today. We spoke about various career advice, building wealth, and it was a good 30-minute call. He's on a diamond tier. Join the Patreon, brothers. I'm telling you, man, a lot of benefits you will get from it. Here's a link to the Patreon, brothers. Press A1 in the chat if you will join the Patreon after the stream. You're missing out if you're not part of the Patreon. Let me carry on with the stream, brothers. Brother, I've got a few questions for you, brother. Feminism. Is feminism a problem there in Hungary? Because I don't want to go there and I see some feminist stuff there, bro, from the woman.
No. Why? Maybe they are, but it's definitely different from Vienna. Like, I would say I didn't see any of it because a feminist is not feminine. Yeah. So the ladies there, the girls there, are very girlish, very feminine, very sweet. They love wearing skirts. They love wearing fitted, shaped clothes. They love looking good. You know, I didn't see feminism. They love being with a guy. They love being a beautiful girl next to a man. You know, and yeah, there are not feminists. No.
Okay, thank you for breaking that down, bro. Now, me personally, I care about looks and body types, right? I like a beautiful woman, right? Long hair. I like my woman either skinny or slim thick that goes to the gym. Can I find that in Hungary? Because I ain't dating no fat chick, bro. That ain't for me, brother. I want a nice figure, on a woman and a beautiful face. A Hungarian woman beautiful in the face and in the body, bro.
I would say facially, they're an 8 out of 10. And body-wise, I would say they're also 8 out of 10. Like they're not. I think there are far more fat women in Vienna. The women in Hungary tend to be very, very nice shaped. Like they're slim, but they are not slim like an eye. They're slim but still thick on the right proportions. You know, like they got a front, they got a back. They're looking shapy. They're looking girlish. They're looking feminine. You know, they're very beautiful women. And I will tell you, they are more beautiful than Austrian women, definitely.
Damn, thank you, brother. This is I'm hearing, this is heaven to me right now, what I'm hearing. Crazy. Thank you, brother. Next question for you, bro, is let me ask you this. Do they speak English there, or do we have to learn Hungarian to speak to them? That's very important to me, language.
Yeah, they do speak English. In Budapest, they do speak good English, so you can communicate with everyone. Actually, can communicate with everyone there. Yes.
Okay, thank you, brother. Next question for you is, I want you to break down the demographics of racial women there in Hungary. You know, is it just only white Hungarian women? Are they Asian Hungarian women? Are they black Hungarian women? Are they Latina Hungarian women, mixed race Hungarian women, half black, half white, etc., etc.? Can I find that in Hungary, bro?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth. They're mainly Hungarian, Magyaran women, and yeah, the foreigners that came to study. Most of the people that are there came to study and will be going back, or some expats, but there are not as many foreigners in Hungary basing there like in Vienna. You know, like now talking about Budapest, there are more foreigners in Vienna, but there are many more tourists in Budapest. So Budapest has more tourism than Vienna, but based there, foreigners are far more few. And yeah, you can see Chinese women, Turkish women, etc. There's a Turkish population minority. Yeah, you can see African women there. As I said, most of them are either expats or students who will go back after 6 months. And so it's more Hungarian women, and it's very okay like that because they're beautiful.
Okay, brother. Apart from the white Hungarian woman, in your experience, are there any other races of women in Hungary that are checking for brothers?
Like most of the women you see that are Hungarians, as I said, and the Turkish. I didn't really come across. I saw some Turkish restaurants and people, but I didn't really see so much of them like in the way I saw Hungarian women. Like I'll see more Turkish women in Vienna than in Budapest. But the demographics are like when you come to Budapest, you're gonna see more of the women based there are more of Magyar, that's Hungarian women. And you're gonna see tourists. You can see I've met Indian girls in the club coming from just to visit the clubs there, just to party. There's a party city, and you see people from Canada, New Zealand, Australia, USA, Britain, especially a lot of white British fellas there that come for like pre-wedding parties, etc. And there are they have a bad reputation actually, the white British guys, because they get drunk. You know how they are. They have the kind of hooligan mentality. They get drunk and vomit on the streets and sleep on the public grass or like parks due to excessive partying and getting drunk and misbehaving. So they're not really appreciated the way brothers are being appreciated there. So use more of Hungarian women. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, brother. Will you come across rich Hungarian women that check for brothers there?
I'm not gonna cap. There are rich women. I was once doing business with a rich Hungarian woman who was based in Vienna actually, but was also based, like her second base was Budapest. But there are decent women there, but I won't say that they're as rich people as Austrians are. I won't, no. You won't, of course, everywhere there are rich people, but I believe that you see far less rich people than in Austria, definitely.
Okay, thank you, brother. Hold on. Shout out to Thomas Demahin for the £1.79 super chat. Shout out to Thomas again. Asian women and European women better than Latinas. Yes, indeed, bro. We need to have that Eastern European and Eastern Asian women stream coming very soon. I can't wait for that. Shout out to Thomas Demahin. Brothers, where are the super chats, brothers? We've got over 40 people here, but only Thomas is supporting the channel. Brothers, super chat, cash app, support the channel, brothers. That's needed to keep the channel going. All right, brothers. Thank you. Next question for you, bro, is I think you mentioned there's a college town there when we spoke. Can you break that down for brothers, bro, as to how heavy they check for brothers there in that college town in Hungary, bro?
Man, bro, like I'm telling you, like it's like when I went to let me break it down. In my old position, as I said, I was recruiting medical staff and like medical staff, doctors and nurses. So I had to visit 45 universities, schools, and training centers. So I traveled. I had an Hungarian assistant, a girl. She was my translator because she had to help me translate with some people, because one thing I noticed when you're in Budapest, the people are very friendly and the people can all speak English. But when you go to the countryside, for example, and you deal with like university directors, or you deal with people on higher like educational institutions, some speak English, but some do not want to speak English. Like I had a situation where someone actually was able to speak German and English, and he refused to speak with me because they're having a brain drain. So they didn't want people from like me to come and recruit their staff to the West. So they that's what I noticed. But yeah, that's why I had an assistant. She was driving me, and she was as well. She was translating for me. So due to that, I had to visit a lot of university towns like Szeged and other university towns like Debrecen. So I drove the entire, like I was 3 weeks on the road, and I drove from the most western part of Hungary, which is Sopron, that's close to the Austrian border, and I drove down to the most eastern part of Hungary, which is Debrecen, which is close to Serbia. So I saw a lot of Hungary, like really every corner of Hungary I visited due to my recruitment program then. So I came across Szeged. Szeged is a university town, and it's 90% students from all over the world, but especially, of course, majority are Hungarian students. And one thing I noticed, the students in Hungary, compared to Austria, the girls are very, very elegant in school. Like it's when you go to the universities, you think it's a modeling or a competition, or you think it's a kind of beauty pageant. Like I remember I went to one university and I saw this beautiful, great, pretty girl. Like her face was like drawn by angels. Like seriously, her beauty was just like, I saw so many nice, beautiful women at universities. And yeah, Szeged, if you're going to Hungary, after Budapest, I would say go to Szeged. You're gonna get tired of beautiful women. I'm telling you, I almost broke my neck where I was turning left and right, looking at girls. You know, it was really great. And Szeged is a very young population, as said, pretty girls. The majority of the population are between 18 and 25. So yeah, Szeged is a town you would not like to miss. So after Budapest, make sure you get over to Szeged, because that place is lit. It's filled up with girls. Yeah, then Debrecen, that's the second major city. It's at the border to Serbia, and it's also a university city. You see a lot of rich African students there, bougie African kids you see there, because that's where many Nigerian politicians and industrialists send their kids to, because there's an international university there. So you see a lot of foreign students there. And yeah, it's also a very nice city. And you see also a lot of tourists there. Of course, not like in Budapest, but you do meet them. And yeah, it's a nice town, beautiful city, nice for sightseeing. And yeah, a lot of students as well, and pretty Hungarian girls. So if there are 3 cities, I would advise you to go: Budapest, Szeged, and Debrecen.
Okay, thank you, brother, for breaking that down. Shout out to Conrad Grant for the $2 super chat. What's up, Conrad Grant? How you doing, brother? Long time no speak. Hope you're keeping well, bro. Hello, IP and guests showing support for the stream. Appreciate your support, Conrad Grant. Brothers, please follow his lead and support the channel. Conrad Grant, are you finally on IG? Please make an IG. I need to add you to the mod chat on the Instagram. Conrad Grant, please make an IG, bro, and reach out to me on Instagram, bro. Unless you've already done it, by message you, so please get back to me, bro, ASAP on IG. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Frank Harris for the £7.45 cash app, the first cash app of the evening. Thank you, Frank Harris, for supporting the channel. How you doing, Frank? Happy New Year, brother. Hope you're keeping well, bro. Long time no speak. Shout out to you, Frank Harris. So next question for you, bro, is because brothers do so well in Hungary, did you experience any jealousy against you? Are the Hungarian men jealous against black men?
No, I didn't experience any of that, to be very frank. No, absolutely not. Hungarian men don't look aggressive as well. Like Hungarian men tend to be cold and boring. I'm just quoting the women now, and yeah, they're not really masculine. They don't have that energy. Like they don't have like that energy, and I believe that's one of the reasons they love brothers, because we're synonymous to them as virility in person, like personified, and manly man, like strong man. As a black man, you're seen as a a strong, manly, masculine alpha male. I would say that's the way Hungarian girls see us. They see their men uh, like cold and boring, and yeah, that's why um, I believe it might sound crazy, but I believe they like us more than their men, from what I've experienced.
Well, hold up, bro. You're saying, well, pause. You're saying Hungarian women like brothers more than their own men. What?
Bro, I'm telling you, like, I do not cap. When I was telling you about Austria, I kept it 100. I'm telling you now, from my experience, more than 5 years going to Hungary multiple times, I'm telling you, from my experience, I believe I get more bucks than Hungarians there.
Damn. Damn. Okay, thank you, bro. This is crazy. Next question for you, bro, is how do Hungarian women feel about side chicks? So if I have a Hungarian girlfriend or brothers having a Hungarian girlfriends, right? Are they okay with brothers having side chicks, or are they more one-to-one? Like they won't be happy about that?
Bro, from what I know, they're very jealous because like when they're with a brother, they're madly obsessed with you. Like the ones I've been with, they're madly obsessed. So they don't really want any atom of competition. But I wouldn't say they don't tend to be people that I wouldn't say that they would break up with you because you have a side piece. Of course, you have to show her some respect. You won't do it openly. Like I wouldn't advise any guy to provoke a woman in that form. Like you do your thing, She might suspect you, but as long as you don't rub it under her nose, you're cool. No, like I can. That's what I can say on that topic. But yeah, it is what it is, man. You won't try to rub it under her nose, but they do not tend to be people that would now say, I'm going to break up because I saw you texting a girl or something like that. Or, oh, did you go out and meet another girl? Like, yeah, that's that.
Okay, thank you, brother. Next question for you, bro, is body count. Do Hungarian women have high body counts?
And now, that's I would say they're definitely, if I compare them with Austrian women, I would say they have half of what Austrian women have. I would say they have, for my standards, anything more than one is too much for me. that's for long term. Like I'm gonna keep it 100. In my head, I prefer to marry a virgin, because I'm gonna keep it 100. But yeah, I can deal with a woman that has one or two boyfriends before me. But I would say they have definitely fewer mileage than Austrian women. I believe the actuality, to be honest, when they're with brothers, they actually, from my experience now, they tend to. It's about curiosity, because there are far fewer black men in Budapest, in Hungary in general, than in the West, of course. And curiosity, and when you look good, you're in shape, you're corporate, you're well dressed, looking neat, well cut, your hair is crispy, everything's nice. You're gonna, they love that. They just love that. Like they just love when you're looking good, smelling good, you know you're a corporate guy, you're successful, like you're gonna get a lot, like you're gonna get tired, like seriously, you're gonna get a lot of attention, you're gonna get a lot of women running towards you. So yeah, that's that.
Thank you, brother. Can we find virgins there in Hungary, or is that impossible?
Yes, you can, because as I told you, one of my brothers from Nigeria lives there. He's studying there, and yeah, he had several virgins, like 18-year-old girls, 19-year-old girls. He disvirgined a lot of girls, a lot, and he has right now, I think he has like 8 girlfriends. Like, it's crazy. When I was in his place, it was crazy. Like, brothers, like there were two boys living in the flat, and they had each a room, and every day there were like 3, 4, 5 girls there, like sometimes 2 at a time, 3 at a time. It was like, come on, man. I was like, are you kidding me? It's crazy.
Damn. So where in Hungary did he find those virgin women, bro? What place? What city?
Budapest, for example. My friend that lives in Budapest, like he talks to girls, after school, university, freshman year, all those young fine girls, 18, 19. He talks to them, and yeah, I'm telling you, like, you can't find them. You can't find them if you're there. Definitely, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay. How old is your friend, and how is your friend actually finding them? Is he using online dating? Is he approaching them? And how old is your friend, bro? 2 questions for you.
Okay, my friend is about 24, so he's younger than me, and he's a student, and of course, as a fact, he has access to a lot of young girls, especially yeah. I mean, he talks to them, in front of schools, on the street. You can Code approach works there very well, and he talks to them. He's not a shy guy. He has game, and yeah, bro, like seriously, I've seen it. Like, I know it's easy there for us. So this is not something I'll say, okay, I've seen it with my eyes. I see the kind of girls that come to his place after school, like young, pretty girls.
Let me ask this, brother. Do you have to be 6'5" and have an immaculate hairline, have a Mercedes Benz, and have a gold chain, gold watch?
Absolutely not.
Have 5 businesses, but particularly be 6'5" to get women there in Hungary.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This friend of mine, he's far smaller than me. Like, I think he should be like, I don't know, like 1m70 or 1m, yeah, 1m70. He should be about 1m70. So I am taller than him. I'm bigger than him, and yeah, he has no car. He's a student. He shares a flat with another Nigerian brother. And he has all the pretty girls. Like, he doesn't have status yet. He doesn't have money. He doesn't have the good of life, So he is dating a lot of women.
Okay, thank you, brother. This is great to hear. Shout out to Mr. East Coast Kev for the $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, big up IP. Big up to East Coast Kev. Thank you, brother, for the support. I hope to see you join the Patreon very soon, East Coast Kev. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Shout out to John Thomas for the $199 super chat. What's up, John Thomas? He was a member of the Patreon. We had a long call today about his career, businesses, building wealth. It was a great call. So if you want to have that call with me as well, brothers, join the Patreon Diamond tier. He says, how would you compare Czech Republic to Hungary? He's not been to Czech Republic before, John Thomas. Isn't that right, Winnie?
I have been to Czech Republic. I have been to Prague. We even had I think we had a Patreon vid on Prague, right?
Oh yeah, we did. Sorry, I got it mixed up. Yes, bro. I'll keep it brief, brother. How is it compared to Hungary in terms of women?
Bro, I'm telling you, I smashed in Prague. I smashed in Budapest. Due to the fact that I've been only once to Prague, I smashed 2 girls on the one weekend. And yeah, Budapest, I have smashed uncountable pretty women. So due to the fact that I have smashed far more in Hungary, I'm trying to say, yeah, I think it's two beautiful people. You know, the women are very beautiful there, elegant, beautiful. But I will prefer Hungary, Budapest, because the energy, the women, I would say definitely Hungary is better because code approach works far better for brothers in Hungary than in Czech Republic. Yeah, you're gonna smash in Czech, but code approach is like, come on, like they're giving you choosing signals, bro. Like they're giving you choosing signals.
Damn, thank you, brother. Shout out to John Thomas, a Patreon member. That's a brother right there. Shout out to Mr. Gold Samurai for the $4.99 dollar super chat. Appreciate you, Gold Samurai. What's up, Gold Samurai? Hope you're doing well, brother. Sending blessings and good health your way, Gold Samurai. Lovely to see you, bro. Hopefully see you on the Patreon in the near future. Thank you, brother. Shout out to hold on, bro. Shout out to Mr. Michael Tyrone, Mr. Black Unicorn 22440 for the £3.72 cash app. Thank you, bro. He says thanks GYP and your guest for the intel. Thank you, brother, for the kind words and the support. Appreciate you, Black Unicorn 22440. Thank you, brother. Next question for you, brother, is are Hungarian women wifeable?
Compared to other European Western women, 100%. If I had to choose, like my preference, I want to marry from Africa, from my place. So, but if I had to choose an European woman, I would, if I had to choose between an Austrian and Hungarian woman, I would far more prefer a Hungarian woman because they're more feminine. They're more, they tend to cater to the men and they're more submissive. They want a man that leads. They just want that masculine energy, and that makes them more feminine, you know. So definitely they're wifeable, more wifeable compared to Western women, compared to German-speaking women. Definitely.
Okay, thank you, brother. Next question for you, brother, is are they conservative or liberal, Hungarian women?
Okay, the Hungarian government is right-wing conservative, but the city of Budapest is politically liberal, ruled by the Green Party. But now, talking about philosophically, the women are more conservative and traditional, you know. They're more like, there's a big difference. As said, Hungary is not as rich as Austria. And in Austria, you can compare, like most girls, once they're 18, they have their own flat. Either their parents buy them a flat or they have enough money to rent a flat. In Hungary, you don't see that. You see 32-year-old girls, women are living still with their parents. Like 70% of adults live with their parents still because they do not have that kind of money, you know. So they see a lot of the old-fashioned traditional family, father, mother, kids. So they spend a lot of time home with their parents, and I believe that role model is stuck in their brain. In Austria, most girls at the age of 18 are already independent, and they tend to be stubborn feminists. So it's quite different due to that. So I would say they're more traditional and conservative in that aspect. Like they're gonna cook for you, they're gonna do you well in the other room, like seriously, serve you well, submissive. Bro, like they're women, the old-fashioned women.
Wonderful to hear, brother. If you have any questions as we talk, you must cash up or super chat your questions for it to be answered. Okay, brothers, cash up or super chat your questions. So Marty W, cash up or super chat your question, bro. Next question for you, brother, is okay, they're conservative. So if I was to take a Hungarian woman to America or the UK, will she keep her conservative tradition, or will she change to the liberal customs and the nonsense of feminism in the West, in America and UK?
Well, from what I see, I believe to to stick to the conservative ways, because there are many Hungarians in the West, and like they're like, as I said, brain drain, recruiting specialists from there. And what I see in Austria, like the Hungarian women in Austria, they're very feminine still. They're still girlish. I told you I know one lady that lives in Vienna. She has real money, like bread, seriously, and she has kids. She takes care of her husband. She's feminine. No, I won't say that the world tends to act more feminist than the feminist Westerners. I believe that they're more safe to remain conservative and traditional because that's their way of life.
Fantastic, brother. Thank you. Religion-wise, what are they? Are they atheists? Are they Christian, Muslim, Catholic? These are an average Hungarian woman that you come across.
Catholic, like officially they are a Catholic nation. That's the majority. But I would say due to they had a communist past, Hungary was part of the Eastern Bloc and Warsaw Pact, and after the Second World War, they were occupied and as well had a communist regime. So communism put a lot of atheism, but they are more religious. I would say they're Catholic. They're Catholic people.
And did the woman you came across and dealt with personally, were they religious?
No, bro. I wouldn't say they were that religious. They were Catholic, but I wouldn't say they were like going to church every Sunday. No.
Okay, thank you, brother. Next question for you, brother, is social media. Is that a problem amongst Hungarian women, social media, that you dealt with?
One thing I have to say, there are from my perspective, there are far more women than men in Hungary, due to the fact that many men go and work abroad. And I saw more women on the streets, in the clubs, in the schools, and there are a lot of beautiful women. So I would say, like in Austria, compared to Hungary, like 15% of women are between 7 and 10, but in Hungary, 40% are between 7 and 10. So there are a lot of beautiful women, a lot. And so the competition is tougher for beautiful women there.
So is social media a problem there?
That's what I want to. That's what I wanted to conclude now. Due to that, I don't see social media as a problem because I've met many girls on Tinder, and they know that the competition is tough, for women, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Yes, they are on social media, but it didn't blow their head off like in Austria or in the West. It's a tool to communicate, meet guys they want to hook up with and meet, and maybe start something with, but they're very down to earth compared to Western women, compared to Austrian women.
Thank you, brother. Mods, Conrad, Grant, Thomas, Demahin, can you brothers deal with those Russian users, DCOG, MDuo? Where's my mods at? Mods, can you please start being proactive and removing these spam comments? Thomas, Conrad, Grant, please get on that, mods. Thank you. Next question for you, brother, is submissive. Are Hungarian women submissive? And tell me why, in your opinion, you feel like they're submissive.
100% submissive. 100%. As I told you, they live very long. Most of their youth, and they live with their parents, so they have these old-fashioned role models. And what I saw, Hungarian girls are submissive. They cook for you. They take care of you. It's just another energy. Like they're very feminine, and their femininity. The more masculine you are with them, the more femininity you receive from them, and they just love being a good girl, a good woman, to you. Like they really pay a lot of attention to you. Like they really want to pamper you and care for you. So yes, I would say they're very submissive.
This is great so far, bro. I'm telling you. Clubs and bars, is that an avenue to meet decent, well-mannered, beautiful, low-body count Hungarian women? What was your experience there in the clubs and bar scene with Hungarian women, brother?
Bro, like I'm telling you, this is out of my experience. The club scene is great for brothers. You're like when I was there, I was like, I felt like I'm LeBron James, so I don't know, like I was like a superstar, like when I go to the clubs, like like it starts from the gate, like it's crazy. Like the gate fee is about €5 compared to Vienna €15, and it's cheap. Like the girls walking at where you hang up your jackets, they are all like the girls working in the club alone are stunning, beautiful, and already some of them were already hitting on me, like hi, how you doing? Oh wow, where did you come from? How you doing? Like the energy is just there, and you be well treated. Even the guys, the waiters, the staff treat you well. Like they want to make sure as a brother you're like well entertained. You can't feel that they want to set a good example. They want to like impress you. That's what I saw. So yes, you can meet. Like I met many girls in the club, and yes, you can meet good, decent, professional corporate women in the club, and yeah, you definitely can meet them in the club. There are many beautiful, like compared to Vienna, like I told you, Vienna, most of the men, like most of the clubs are with 70-80% men, but in Budapest, it's different. There are far more girls in the club, like the competition is tough for them there.
Damn. Thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is what are the best places, in your opinion, to meet Hungarian women? So is it coffee shops? Is it in the park? Is it in events, balls? Break it down for us, brother.
Like as a brother, you're gonna get a lot of matches on Tinder. Like serious, it starts on Tinder. You're gonna get a lot of matches with pretty girls in Budapest or Szeged or anywhere. On the street, you can cold approach women. They give you choosing signals. Like the choosing signals are left and right. Like there's a lot of curiosity. There are fewer black people there, so you stand out. You stand out, and you can cold approach them anywhere. Actually, you can talk to them and say, "Hey, looking cute. How you doing? I'm new in this town. Can you show me around? Can I have your number? Maybe we can go grab something to eat." Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. Like as a brother, I'm telling you, you have an edge. You have an edge there. So also in the clubs, you're gonna meet very pretty women in the club, and yeah, you can talk to them. In fact, like I don't know if you want me to break it down now or we get to it later. My club experiences, but yeah, the clubs like Morrison 2 is one of the clubs. Like you must go to Morrison 2. Google it. Morrison 2 is in the city center, and there's a very famous club, Instant. It's called Instant, and it's very famous. A lot of like the queue is. We were waiting 2 hours to get in because the queue is gigantic, and a lot of international people, like a lot of tourists are there, but a lot of pretty Hungarian girls as well, because they're going there to meet tourists and men from outside. So even in the queue. Me and my brothers, like I came with 2 Nigerian guys once to Instant, and we were in the queue and we were getting numbers in the queue. We were hooking up with girls while waiting to get in. So it's crazy there. So as a brother, visit Instant Club and visit Morrison 2.
Okay, thanks for that, brother. Great intel so far. Next question for you, brother, is I think you mentioned online dating. Apart from Tinder, what apps can you use out there? Hinge, Bumble, any websites you recommend at all?
Tinder is the largest, and you're gonna meet a lot of fine girls there. So I didn't really use. Yeah, there is Bumble, but Tinder is a sure bet. Like I even in Vienna, like I used to match with girls, and some girls from Hungary would be visit me in Vienna. Like they would hop up on a train. Like there was this girl, I was telling her like I'm gonna come in two weeks, and she was, hey, it's cool, she can come as well. You know, I said, okay, you know, I have a nice place here, can come, and she came over, you know, and it was crazy, you know. Like I chat with them on Tinder, we get on WhatsApp, and I had a girl literally visit me from Szeged, you know, just came with her box, you know, like with her bags, and stayed with me for a weekend. You know, we just knew from Tinder and started video calling on WhatsApp. So yeah, bro, it's social dating apps are good, definitely.
Damn, thank you, brother. On that note, is prostitution a problem there in Hungary?
I didn't really see, like I once went with one Austrian guy, and he was like, hey, you know, Dwight tend to ask, the first thing Dwight asks when he gets a country, like where how much are the prostitutes, where can you meet prostitutes? I was like, hey guy, why would you do that? Like I have experience, it's not necessary. You just go to the club, drink something, sit in the VIP, and you can be choosing the girls just passing, you know. So why would you spend money? It's not necessary. Seriously, if you have to pay for bucks in Hungary, hang yourself. Seriously.
Hey, keep it PG, bro.
sorry. I'm just yeah. You don't need to pay for anything. Prostitution is not necessary, and it doesn't make sense, bro. Like it doesn't make sense.
Damn, thank you, brother. Next question for you, bro, is the SD and STI rate in Hungary. Is it a problem?
Bro, I don't know if it's a problem. I wouldn't say it's a problem. I don't think it's far different from Austria, but of course you gotta use a rubber. You know, like use a rubber. There are 24 hours shops at every corner because there's so much party scene there. So you know people get drunk and come out from the club, maybe are thirsty, want to buy water to drink or buy food or buy a rubber. So yeah, like I wouldn't advise anyone to, like, if you know you're going to have fun, you know, why should you be smashing women raw, you know?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Thanks for that, brother. Next question for you, bro, is are Hungarian women materialistic at all?
I wouldn't say. I would say due to the fact that they have old role models. Yes, as a guy, you're definitely gonna, like, if you're going out, you're gonna pay for restaurant bills, for example. But it's compared to Austria, it's very cheap. So, but to pay them or them demanding to buy me a phone or buy me this or that, no. Like I have never experienced something like that. I wouldn't say they're materialistic. They want to be a girl. They feel like as a man, you're gonna take her out, you know, pay for restaurant bills, and I mean, how much is that? €8, €9, you know, like. No, I wouldn't say they're materialistic, but they love chivalry, you know, chivalry, or how do they pronounce this? But they love when a man, like, you know, takes her out, you know, yeah, stuff like that.
Okay, thank you, brother. Next question for you, brother, is what, in your opinion, are the bad parts about Hungarian women? Any bad features, attributes that brothers should be aware of, or just make them aware?
Let me think. The fact that I have to think, the fact that I have to think about it is actually, what's the bad part about Hungarian women? Like, let me, I don't know. Everybody has bad parts, maybe on an individual level, but I wouldn't, what bad parts? Maybe due to the fact, maybe a bit jealousy, jealousy, maybe that, yeah. Like they really want you, when they're into you, they really want your attention, they really want you, they tend to be I would say they would tend to be clingy to some extent, like the young girls who was dating the students in Szeged or in Budapest, they were a bit, like, but yeah, apart from that, I wouldn't say I have something very, like if you would ask me about Austrian women, I would give you a lot of points, but about Hungarian women, I can't really, apart from being maybe a bit clingy and when you're dating them and jealous a bit due to the fact that they get so intense, but nothing more than that.
Okay, thank you, brother. Next question for you is cold approaching. Did you cold approach Hungarian women? Do they like being cold approached? What's your method in cold approaching them? What do you say? Or do they cold approach you? Break it down for us, brother.
Okay, on the street, like when you're on the street, day game,
yes,
you get a lot of choosing signals. Like you see girls passing and they look at you. And when a girl is looking at you, following you with her eyes, I mean, what more choosing signal do you need? Then I just walk on to them and say, hey, I'm just new, I just came from Vienna, can you show me around? Where can we eat something? Like it goes very well with them, as a black man, definitely it works. It works better than Vienna, far, and it works better than Prague. But Budapest, day game for a brother is just great. Like you can talk to them. It's very nice. So in the club, like the first day I came to Budapest, I went to the club. The first club I went to, this is my Nigerian friend. He told me we have to go to Morrison too. I was like, okay. Like I had no idea, Bro, as I said, the girls selling tickets at the gate, very friendly, seeing you as a brother, well dressed. They're very friendly. The girls hanging up your jacket are very friendly. Waitresses, waiters, in the club, that very first night I went to Morrison too. Bro, I was standing in the middle of the dance floor. Like there are multiple dance floors with different kinds of music. And the R&B section, you see more of nice girls that are into R&B and stuff like that. So I was literally standing on the dance floor, bro. A girl came towards me, put her arm around my shoulders, and was rubbing herself on me. Like seriously. Then
keep it PG.
Sorry, she was dancing with me, in a very encouraging way. I would say it like that, in a PG language. So then I saw another girl. Upon this girl was still with me, another girl came to me as well. I was like trying to dance with me. Seriously, two girls trying to dance with me at the same time. Like she was looking at me like, hi, see ya. She was just saying see ya. See ya means hello in Magyar. That's their language there, see ya. So she was like, see ya, see ya. So, just touching me with her polished nails, So it was very, like, literally as a brother, you just need to stand on the dance floor because you're a star. You're going in. As I said, there are so few black people there. You're literally like a star. People, you attract attention. Women look at you, So I was like feeling like a superstar there, So you just need to stand on the dance floor and they will approach you. They will definitely approach you in the club, so you don't really need to approach anyone.
Damn. Thank you, bro. And in general, is nightlife pretty hectic? Just in general, the experience and music is like a crazy. Is it like Prague at the nightlife?
The nightlife is very, very interesting. Like I think it's the best in Europe, to be honest. The nightlife. I think Budapest has, compared to its population and size, the highest density of or how do I say it? Highest numbers of bars and clubs. Like, and there are ATM machines on every corner, like to change money. So it's the nightlife is great. Like that first night, I was in the club. Like 5 girls approached me, keeping it PG. One girl dragged me to the toilet. So that first night, on the first night.
Damn, thank you, bro. If you want to know more about what happened in that night, you must join the Patreon, brothers. Every X-rated, explicit experience in all the countries will go on the Patreon, and not just on the Patreon, but there's a lot more benefits to the Patreon as well. So, brothers, I strongly advise you to join the Patreon, brothers. Press a 2 in the chat if you will be joining the Patreon. Press a 2 in the chat if you will be joining the Patreon. All right, choose your tier. The higher the tier, the more benefits you get. All the explicit streams will be on the diamond tier. So press a 2 if you will be joining the Patreon and supporting the international passport movement. Press a 2, brothers. Next question for you, bro, is got a few more, not too many. So the ratio of women to men, is that you said that there's a lot more women than men in
Yes.
In Budapest. Is that the whole of Hungary or just Budapest?
In my opinion, the whole of Hungary, because like anywhere I went to, and I told you, I visited 45 universities, schools, and training centers, and I saw more women everywhere, like in small towns. Like I believe like most of the men are in the West looking for bread, so their salary is far lower than in the West. So men tend to leave first, of course, and men tend to leave in general because they are the stronger people and they can do more hard labor work outside, to earn money and send home. But there were more women, bro. Like seriously, there were more women on the streets, in the schools, in the clubs. Women were everywhere in the clubs. Like I'm telling you, competition is tight there for the girls.
Damn. So they're obviously that means a small group of men, the top tier men, are dealing with them, or there's just not enough men for those women to date.
First and for all, I would say there are not enough men there. And secondly, when you're doing well and you have a kind of standard, you're even more likely to like you must not do well financially to get women. But when you're a corporate guy and you can afford the kind of standard, like I don't go to the club to just drink at the bar some beer. I like VIP service, I like anywhere I go to. I like sitting comfortably with friends, But it's not like you cannot get women without VIP service. But yeah, like definitely. I told you, my friend that is a student, he has no money, but he has a lot of pretty girls. Like it's crazy, There are far more women, and as I said, I keep repeating this. The competition is tight for them, And when you're a brother from the West, and there are a few brothers there, they are even more curious. So yeah, it's the competition. Like the club was like Morrison too. There were so many girls, bro. So many girls, and in the Patreon, I've detailed everything I experienced. Brothers, gonna listen to it, support the channel. It's all on the Patreon. I'm telling you, if I say half of what happened, this channel is going to get banned. So yeah, let me just keep it
PG, thank you, brother. Next question for you, brother, is N-word use. Is N-word used in Hungary? Did you hear it out loud? Was it said towards you by anyone in Hungary?
I did not experience it. I did not.
Wonderful. That's very good. Wonderful. Dangers to be aware of in general in Hungary and Budapest, apart from the woman, any dangers, including the woman too. Are there any dangers to be aware of in Hungary? Budapest, is it safe for Black men?
Yes, it is. It is safe. It is safe for Black men. I said, Hungarian men don't give that warrior energy. Yes, the country is a right-wing country, but Budapest is ruled by the Green Party. So it's not ruled by the right-wing federal party that is ruling the federal government. Budapest has a tradition of tourists, and they have a lot of international tourists. So they're used to speaking English, and they're more open due to that. And I've been going there so often, bro. Like, if there was any form of danger, I would have seen it. Like, no, there is no danger for brothers there. I wouldn't say that. No, absolutely not.
Thank you, brother. And last question for me is, should brothers travel alone or in a group to Hungary or any city in Hungary?
Bro, I've traveled like 3 times with friends, and I've traveled so many times alone because I know I don't actually need to know anyone. I am sure of pretty company. I'm sure when I go there for a weekend or for some days, I am 100% sure I'm going to meet a very beautiful girl there. So it's absolutely okay to travel alone. Absolutely, because I am sure of getting a pretty girl there. Very sure.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Winnie. Before I open up the phone lines, brother, is there anything else you want to add that I've missed out in regards to women, bro?
As I said, be just looking great, stay in shape, look nice, smell nice, be nice. You're gonna get a lot of attention. Like the women, they're just great, bro. Like, I am an anime fan, and this anime Attack on Titan, where the people.
No spoilers.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it's a different world out there. Something I never knew. And I just discovered a lot. There's a lot. Actually, I would consider moving there because Budapest is not far from Austria, and could actually provide services to clients in Germany, Switzerland, Austria from there, because it's not far from the German-speaking region. So it's a nice place. Like, I have more fun in Budapest than in Vienna.
Okay, thank you very much, brother. Wonderful interview there. So before I open up the phone lines, brothers, make sure you hit the like button right now. If you're new to the channel via the stream, hit the subscribe button, and when you do subscribe, press the notification bell to always and all notifications, so you will never miss an upload, a live stream, or post from me. And do the same as well if you're already subscribed, just so you don't miss any updates on the channel in regards to those features. I am on the Facebook group, brothers. So request to join the Facebook group. Bear in mind that you must be a part of the Patreon to join the Facebook group. Once you're added to the Facebook group, you'll be added to our Discord server as well, brothers. A lot of high value male talk in that Discord server. So make sure you do that, brothers. But you must be subscribed to the Patreon to be in the Discord server and the Facebook group. All right. I'm also on Instagram as well, brothers. I strongly advise you, brothers, to follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM if needed to get in touch with me. That's where you will see a lot of updates about my life, the channel, and anything else. So follow me on Instagram and send me a DM if needed. I'm also on Twitter as well, brothers. I strongly advise you, brothers, to follow me on Twitter. and send me a DM if needed. Twitter, I post a lot of the updates on the channel on the Twitter. Plus, I need your likes and retweets to push out the movement further. So if you're on Twitter, follow me on Twitter and send me a DM on Twitter if needed. Brothers, you know the Cash App is open 24/7, so please support the movement. Cash App when you can, anytime you can. It'll be greatly appreciated, brothers. I've been doing this for 5 years now, giving you brothers hardcore, solid intel. I've covered over 50 countries, so please support the channel. And last but not least, brothers, I am on the Patreon. The Patreon is going amazing so far. I'm having a lot of one-to-one coaching calls with the Patreon members. There's also special content on the Patreon that's hidden that only people who have the Patreon can see it. Had a lot of one-to-one calls regarding building wealth, getting into IT, career advice, travel advice, travel consultations, etc., etc. So, brothers, make sure you join the Patreon and press a 2 right now in the chat right now if you will be joining the Patreon. We got over 55 people. I should see a couple 2s. Press a 2 right now in the live stream chat if you will be joining the Patreon. Choose your tier. I suggest you go for the diamond tier. So if you're watching this stream right now, press a 2 in the live stream chat if you will be joining the Patreon. Fantastic, brothers. So let me open up the phone lines and then please be respectful to our guests. If not, I will warn you, and depending on how severe it is, I may even ban you. So please respect our guests. Winnie, I don't accept disrespect towards any of my guests on the channel. So call in, brothers. Make sure you press number 2 to let me know if you will be joining the Patreon. Replace pin message. Support the channel via the Patreon, brothers. Hold on, Winnie. Let me get some water. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. No one's calling in.
Support the channel, brothers. Support the channel.
I see Sai Chi. There's a brother. Brothers, press a 2 in the chat if you want to join the Patreon. Press a 2. Let me know. Sai Chi, can you please turn your camera on in the background briefly, please, just so I know you're not a troll? Yes, I see you, brother. Confirmed. Thank you, brother. Let me bring in Mr. Sai Chi. How you doing, Sai?
What's up?
What's up, brother? How you keeping?
That's good. I'm good. I just figured I'd tune in because I wanted to say personally, as I kind of just did my experiencing from Europe, the very first time I put my Tinder on Hungary, I did very well up there as well. And I did have a couple questions that I wanted to ask your guest today. I don't know what his name is though.
Winnie.
Winnie.
Winnie?
Winnie.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you, when you were out there, like, did you see any like how's the fitness out there? Like, did you see any like bigger girls or like what's the deal?
Come again? The fitness? You mean shape, body shape? Like
yeah. You seen any like bigger girls out there? Were they all like? Do they take care of themselves?
they take care of themselves. Like it's crazy because I remember there was this slim chick that was like really very fit, and she used to run every day. Like looking good is very important to them, and looking thin. So as I said, they're more old-fashioned, feminine energy girls, and they pride themselves in looking very good, and they know they look good, and they want to make sure they look good. Like you see very fit girls, very fine. Like I saw a lot of fine, fit girls. Like the unshapy girls are in the minority.
Okay. So I want to ask this. An international passport. My apologies if you already asked it, but it seems like you haven't been doing this too long. So you just open up the phone lines. Do they have any like how's the feminism out there? Is that a huge issue? Because I know Hungary is like closer to Eastern Europe.
Hungary is part of Eastern Europe, but they're not Slavic people. In Eastern Europe, the majority of the people are Slavic, but there are 2-3 nations that are not. Like Hungary is a Magyar population. They're more related to the Finnish people. And for example, Romania are not the Slavic people as well. And like Albania, these are not Slavic people, but they're very beautiful, and they're part of the old communist Eastern Bloc. And yeah, like sorry, what was the question again?
Do you see like any like feminism out there, like accepted
No,
views, views?
And due to all these things I have listed, they're not like Western women. You do not see feminism. They have, most of the girls live with their parents until they get married, unlike in the West. And I did not see feminism. Like, they take care of you, they like cooking, they clean, they want to be the perfect woman, you know. And when you're dating them, you notice they're already like advertising themselves for the future. So I noticed a lot, like they do a lot of, you're in a relationship with them, but they act like wives already. That's what I noticed.
Okay. I would also like to ask you, I noticed just being in America, the stereotype is a lot of American women tend to overvalue themselves. Hence why you seem to see a lot of bigger women that think that they're 7s, 8s, and 9s. When you go to Hungary, do you notice any level of arrogance from your experiences with Hungarian women?
Absolutely not. They're all, as I said, like 40% of them are between 7 and 10s. But because there are so many beautiful girls, because there are so many women in general, far more than men, there's a lot of competition. So if a 10 knows that there are 50 other 10s out there competing on the market, so she's not gonna, like, you know, she's fit, others are fit. She's a 10, others are a 10. You know, so the competition is real. So it's to our advantage actually. When you go there, you're gonna date a lot of pretty women, and they know that you can have other pretty women. So the Hungarian girl knows that if she walks out of your hotel room or your place, she knows that you might actually have 5 maybe hotter girls than her orbiting around you. So competition is real there. Like, it's just opposite to Austria. From my experience. So yes, like, I had very pretty girls there, very, very pretty girls there, that if they were living in Austria, for example, they would have such an unrealistic ego and like fantastic megalomania in them. But due to the competition in Hungary, that there's such a huge amount of beautiful, young, fit women, and so many very attractive women, you just notice that they try to compete, and they know that you must not keep up with the BS. You know, you must not, because you have so much choice there. Especially as a brother, because you're a rarity there.
I'm gonna ask this, my final thing. Let's say hypothetically, if I were to go out there, and like I said, this is my final thing because I'm sure there's other people that want to, call in too. How is it being, like an English speaker out there? Like, is it a problem if I don't know Hungarian if I'm going out there to meet women?
Bro, I don't speak Hungarian. I only know "Sia," "Köszönöm," like "Good day, how you doing?" So I don't speak. I don't speak, but most of them speak English. It's not a problem. It's not like in Austria where they want you to speak. Like in Austria, I've spoken to a girl in the club, and I just want to compare it. Like in Vienna, I've spoken to a girl in the club, and she was like looking at me. And when I spoke with her, she was like we went on a date later, and she told me that she thought I'm one of those black people that do not speak German. But when I started speaking to her, she was like, he speaks German. And she just appreciated that. But in Hungary, no woman will tell you you cannot speak Magyar, so I'm not actually going to date you or anything. That's not the topic there. It's not the topic. So English, everybody speaks English. Everybody in Budapest. And it's not a topic, bro. Like, absolutely not. You're a black man, you're special, you're rare. I will tell you, the more east you go in Europe and the fewer black men in the city, the more you stand out. You are like a king there. Like, I cannot compare it at all with the West. It's absolutely a different experience as a black man. And I am sure, from my experience and from what I've seen, I get far more beautiful women there than the men there because I stand out. I get the attention. Women talk to me. Women approach me. So it's a totally different scenario, especially as a brother. You cannot, there's no way as a brother you're not going to stand out and meet pretty women. I cannot even imagine how that would be possible, actually, because you're such a rare, rarity.
That's all I needed. Thank you. I'm all set for now, IP.
Fantastic. Great question, Chief. Thank you, brother. Brothers, feel free to call in. There's more space in the panel. If not, I'll end the stream early. Brothers, make sure you join the Patreon because we're going to have the explicit version. It will be on the Patreon. And when I mean explicit, there's no barrels hold. There'll be swearing, how the brother gets down in the bedroom with Hungarian women. We're going to give it to you straight, brothers, because when I heard the Czech Republic, was it the Austrian stream or Czech stream on Patreon?
Austrian.
Austria, yeah. Austrian women are freaks, but brothers need to know that because you can't just go to a country where you don't know what to do there, right? So on the Patreon, we're gonna have content that's when it is too X-rated for YouTube, you're gonna see on there, bro. So we have one recorded for what's it called? For this stream, the X-rated version of Hungarian woman. Join the Patreon to watch it. Okay, Jay Takashi, I see you, brother. Give me a thumbs up. Let me bring in Jay Takashi.
Okay.
What's up, Jay? How you doing, brother? Okay, I think he's busy. He's busy. You busy, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You got background noise.
Oh, hold on.
Okay. Yes, much better. How you doing, Jay?
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, but it's
hear
been
me?
a busy, loud and clear, brother. It's been a busy 2 months. It's been a busy month, extremely busy. How you doing, bro? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yourself?
Yes, I'm doing good, bro. Just been very busy on my end in the UK. And welcome back, Jay Takashi. Do you have any questions for the brother regarding Hungarian women?
Yeah, I do. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this? How would you rate the Hungarian sisters?
1 to 10, 8 to 9. 8 to 9.
9? 8 or 9?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's real high. Okay. All right, and if you had to pick up something that is pleasing to if you had to put one thing that a Hungarian woman has that a man would like, what is it?
What she has, like, for example, in the West, compared to Austrian women are not so girlish in their appearance, like dressing, like in Hungary, women love wearing fitted skirts, body shape, body fitted clothes. So when I was traveling around the cities and towns for my company, then I saw like if you go to the University of Vienna, you see a lot of leftist girls with green hair and like no handbags, like it's, you get my point, like not fitted clothes, big trousers, like sometimes you see people and is this a girl, is this a guy, what is this, but in Hungary, bro, from a mile away, like going to university, the staff is always on point. They wear very fitted clothes, clothes that pronounce their shape. That's what I noticed. Like in the university, girls make sure they look A-OK, So it's like, wow, it's a big difference. It's a big difference, bro. Like the women are very, very feminine from the way they behave, the way they talk, the way they look, the way they dress. Very girlish, very feminine, very sexy.
Okay. So if everything fits them, okay. Yeah, because like at least for me, like I'm a huge advocate of girls if they, the clothes fit them and everything, and nothing is loose, kind of like us our dudes if they're down here, which they don't dress very properly. But okay, I can see that. I'm gonna ask you one more question, and I'll turn it over to my man IP. All right, this one should be interesting. All right, this one should be interesting. I can talk about that on Patreon, so I won't ask that question. I'll ask a different one. So,
keep it PG.
I will keep it PG, brother. Don't worry. You know me. I respect your platform, brother. I ain't gonna keep it R-rated. Don't worry. We'll do that on my channel. But okay. So you named them working out. You named them, fitting their clothes, and you said they're like 8 or 9. All right. Well, are they more likely to be more marriageable?
Definitely compared to Westerners. But like, if I had to choose between an Austrian and a Hungarian girl, I'm going to choose 10 times out of 10 a Hungarian girl. Definitely. The way they look alone, bro. Like the way they look alone. Like I was with this girl in Szeged, and bro, in the morning she'd be like, "Hey babe, I've made breakfast. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna this and that," and she was treating me well in the other room. That's PG. So you get my PG. Yeah, like she was treating me good. So, like it was good. Like, and sometimes go to Szeged and stay like a week. Like I'm just lost in happiness there, bro. Like being served like a king. So as a brother, you go through town, you see people looking at you, and like you feel like a VIP, like a star. You feel like a celebrity because there's a lot of curiosity, And as I said, there are only few brothers out there, and compared to the West, and yeah, bro, like definitely they treat us well, and even in a relationship, they act like their wives, like they're like advertising themselves. Like, look, I'm sexy, I'm good, I'm clean, I'm hygienic, I can cook, I can it's like wow, like you just compare to Austrian, it's just totally different. It's crazy, bro. Like definitely.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate you asking my questions. IP, brother, you can take it from here. And man, Saisaichi, thanks for coming on, man. Always represent the Anime G Gundam. Appreciate that.
Thanks for that, Jitakashi. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. Brothers, feel free to call in if there's no more callers out in this stream early. Press a 2 in the chat if you will be joining the Patreon. Who will be joining the Patreon? That's where we'll have the explicit version of this stream on the Patreon.
Yes.
After the stream finishes, brothers, join the Patreon. Here's a link to the Patreon in the live stream chat. there's a lot of benefits there. I'm already having calls every day with Patreon members. We're speaking about IT, career advice, women, travel, building wealth. They're in the Discord server and the Facebook group. So if you are joining the Patreon, press a 2 in the live stream chat. Okay. I don't think anyone's going to call in, Winnie. I think that's it. Do you have anything you want to say, Saichi?
Well, here's one thing that I would like to ask. What's this guy's name again? Winnie?
Winnie.
Correct.
I don't know if you're like, I don't know if you work out or if you're like in shape at all, but did you see like a lot of gyms when you went to Hungary?
I do a lot of cardio. Like I work a lot. Like IP knows, I train every day 3 hours at home because I work mostly from home now since the pandemic. And when the pandemic started, I got myself a bike for at home, like a stationary bike, and I train a lot. So I try to stay in shape, and definitely being in shape is always good for brothers and for health and everything. And wearing fitted clothes, wearing clothes that fit you, it's important. So I stay in shape and I train a lot. And I didn't see gyms now. Like I didn't search or I didn't notice anything like that. But I'm sure they must have, because the people there looking fit. So there must be gyms, yeah, staying fit is important, and I believe generally, like you want good women, you want fit women, so you should try to be fit as well, So good sports rules.
How's the food?
Excuse me?
How was the food?
The food was nice. They have a lot of international kitchen due to the fact that there are a lot of tourists there. But the food was very nice, and they're very neat. What I noticed, they're very, very neat, more than in Austria. Like when you go to somewhere, they use one hand to collect cash and another hand with a hand glove to hold their food. So they were I was observing this, they're very neat, very hygienic. So they don't touch your food with their bare hand, The food was good, the food was great, and it's cheap, and it's nice, and the service is great. As a black man, I just noticed, as a black man, when I go to the restaurant, the way the waitresses treat me, like smiling, they're all friendly, all nice, like the energy is just great, The food is great, yeah.
I'm not sure how the currency transfers over, but is it cheap there to eat? Like, how does that work out financially?
Oh, forint. It's called forint, and €1 is about 300 forint. And bro, like if you're in the West, if you have euro, pounds, or dollars, you have a lot of buying power there. Like you can't even imagine, So it's everything is very cheap. You have the advantage of currency. That's why a lot of people from Britain, especially the white dudes, they come there to do pre-wedding parties, etc., because they know it's very cheap, and they are coming to look for pretty women. Yeah, so definitely there are a lot of tourists there because the place is cheaper than the West, than Austria, for example. But I would say this, due to the fact that things are so cheap, you tend to spend more because you're enjoying a lifestyle that's totally different, from what you live in the West. Like it's just a nice place when you have hard currency, definitely. Like if you have hard currency, you're gonna have a lot of advantages. It's nothing like pay Uber €3, €4, man, it's so cheap. Everything is like, come on. The restaurants are cheaper. Like I would say they're 30% cheaper, the food, and yeah, the hotels are cheaper. Like I used to stay in a hotel. I used to pay in the city center, like it was a bed and breakfast, €30 a day. Like it was beautiful. It was top. So there's a lot of advantage with hard currency.
Okay, that's my final thing. I would like to ask, where like when you, I don't know, like went out to like bars, clubs, and whatnot. This is kind of gonna be two questions in one. But did like were women like aggressive towards you? Like, would they come talk to you? Like, how was that?
Oh yes, bro. Oh yes, bro. As I said before, I was then, bro. The very first time I went to Hungary was to visit my friend, a student there, Nigerian student, and bro, I was standing on the dance floor because I was in the mood. I was like, yeah, nice music, and I was a bit, I had something to drink. It was just nice. The vibe was nice. I was just standing in the dance floor, and bro, two girls approached me, hugging me, dancing with me in a very, I'm gonna keep it PG, in a very provocative and encouraging way. And they came to dance with me. So I was just existing, bro. I didn't do nothing actually. I was just existing. I was just standing there. And they see as a black man, there are a few black men there, you stand out, they like your style, they like your vibe, like your energy, your masculinity. So actually girls were talking to me, like often approach me for a dance. They won't really ask you if they just come and dance with you in a very interesting way. And the next thing you start kissing, like they will kiss you. That's what I noticed. Like they will kiss you, it's crazy, bro. It's a great place to be at. I'm just telling you, as a brother, it's I'm telling every brother in America, UK, and US, bro, if you haven't been to Hungary, you haven't enjoyed life.
Final thing, since you said there aren't many black men there, probably, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, like it's Eastern Europe, it makes sense. Did you like when you would like walk down the street or whatever, like would people just like stare at you? Like how they respond?
To be honest, women will be looking at you. More of women will be looking at you. Men, as I said, the men don't have. From what I see, and I've traveled a lot in Europe. Like for example, Polish men look more aggressive in my opinion, but Hungarian men don't even look at you. Like it's there's no aggressive energy. There's no aggressive energy towards you. I haven't experienced it, and I have been traveling to Hungary since 2018, and I traveled that time. I traveled more. I try as much as possible. Anytime I have free time, I travel, enter the train, and go to Budapest. So I wouldn't say they stare at you in a negative or an aggressive way, but the women look at you, and the women are checking you out. Who is this guy? This guy is looking nice. He's well dressed. Like they look at you like, yeah, you see a lot of choosing signals. Like that's one thing I saw about the women, but the general population like staring at you, no. Like I didn't feel that.
That's all I have, IP. IP.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, Saisachi. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Moonwalker84 for the 199 super chat. Keep the movement going, IP. Appreciate it, Moonwalker84. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So I'll end this stream now. Thank you very much, Saisachi, for chiming in. Winnie, thank you, bro. Do you have any last statements, brother?
Yeah, support the channel. I think this movement is very important because Black people around the globe, especially in the West, have same issues, and there are choices. Even I learned through a lot of traveling in East Europe. I saw actually that I am more appreciated there due to the fact that there are fewer brothers there, and I'm telling you again, as a Black man, if you haven't been to Hungary, you won't really understand how much appreciated you are as a man. Like you see, the women start melting just looking at you. So it's a great place to be as a brother. Definitely go to Hungary, go to Budapest, go to Szeged, go to Debrecen. It's great.
Thank you very much, brother. Much appreciated, bro. Great stream, brother. You dropped a lot of intel for us, Winnie. and I will look forward to seeing you again, brother. Okay.
Yes, it was great. Shout out to all brothers worldwide. And yeah, let's do this. Let's keep traveling. You know, I'm going to travel again next month, and yeah, one
Okay.
love.
Thank you. Thank you, Annie. Appreciate you, bro. So brothers, this has been a great stream. Appreciate the brother Winnie for dropping great intel for brothers. Brothers, so I have another stream tomorrow. Hopefully Japan. Hopefully that stream goes ahead the Japanese stream. That should be a very interesting stream. Brothers, press A1 in the chat if you got very good intel from this live stream regarding Hungary. Press A1 in the chat, brothers. It's been pretty quiet for the past couple minutes. You know, what's going on, brothers? Press A1 in the chat if you enjoy this live stream. Shout out to you, Conrad Grant. Appreciate you, brother. Conrad Grant, I need you to make that Instagram, bro. I need you to make that Instagram account. I need to add you to the mod group chat, Conrad Grant. Please, brother, can you please make the IG account? You know, Conrad, and send me a message on IG and I'll add you to IG. Okay, Conrad Grant, please, brother. We're waiting on you, bro. You're a mod on the channel, Conrad Grant, so we need you in that mod group chat. So please, Conrad Grant, make that IG account. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Deshaun Wilson for the $5 super chat. Amazing content. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, brother, for the kind words. Thank you again to Winnie, the brother out there in Austria, you know, for reaching out to me and offering to come on the channel to drop this intel. Appreciate you, Winnie. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, Deshaun Wilson, for the support. Thank you. Like I said, brothers, the explicit version of this stream regarding how Hungarian women get down in the bedroom, right? In the bedroom only. Wild experiences will only be on the Patreon. It's too X-rated for YouTube. So if you want to watch that video, join the Patreon diamond tier, you know. Okay, now press A2 if you will be joining the Patreon this weekend. Press A2 if you will be joining the Patreon this weekend. Make sure you choose the correct tier that you want. There's 3 tiers. IP supporter, the first tier, that's the silver tier. IP best friend, that's the gold tier. And IP right hand man, that's a diamond tier. So press A2 if you will be joining the Patreon, and make sure you pick what the right tier. Like I said, the X-rated stream for Hungary will go on the diamond tier. Okay, brothers. So while you decide, that's the announcement. We got a Japanese stream. I'm looking forward to that. Still trying to set that up real quick, brothers, with the interviewee. And shout out to all the brothers worldwide, man. You know, shout out to Winnie, shout out to Saisaichi. You brothers, man. Great stream, brothers. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to you, Frank Harris. You know, who'll be joining the Patreon very soon. This weekend. Shout out to you, Frank. Donovan Jr. Is that a 2? Donovan Jr. Will you be joining the Patreon? Press A2. I need to know just so I can set up the onboarding process. So that's Frank Harris, that's 1. So I need to make sure I've got everything in place. Who else will join the Patreon this weekend? Press A2 in the chat if you will join the Patreon this weekend. Press A2 in the chat if you will join the Patreon this weekend. I've got some special videos coming and some special streams coming on the channel very, very soon. I've got a very good interview coming very soon, and that should be crazy. I can't wait for it. Shout out to Deshaun Wilson for the $5 super chat. Fellas, I hope y'all are smiling as wide as I am. Fellas, I hope y'all are smiling as wide as I am at our future prospects. Yes, indeed. You can do nothing but smile. You've got Hungary, you've got Japan, you've got Costa Rica, you've got Colombia, you've got Brazil, you know, you've got Croatia, you've got Germany, you've got Spain, Barcelona, you know, you've got Ethiopia. They're checking for brothers out there in Ethiopia, and you got Turkey too. I never knew that Turkish women were checking for brothers, you know. But again, the brothers are given the intelligence that in Turkey, they're checking for brothers too. You know, you got so many options, and brothers, it's gonna be hard to choose. But that's what we want. We want an abundance of options. You know, in the West, women have the most options in the UK and America, but when we travel, we are the prize. And the more options that brothers have, the better. So if things go wrong, you always got a backup plan, you know? So brothers, I hope to see new people on the Patreon. I'll post it one more time. There'll be a lot of special content on there, a lot of special benefits. And I hope to see brothers join the Patreon after the stream and during this weekend. So see you brothers, and I'll see you brothers in the next stream. Thank you, brothers.